And ordered. Oh, hey everybody. Time to put this away. Welcome back, now that we're past our Holy Week and Eastertide pause for a little bit, to new episodes of Cat Shorts, as we take a look at big ideas of the Christian faith in small packages, walking our way through Martin Luther's small catechism, so that's why we call it Cat Shorts. So grab your Martin Luther reformer hat or equivalent, and let's get into things. I'll just set my stuff aside for a minute here. Today we're going to be jumping into a new section of Martin Luther's Small Catechism. The next piece that he addresses after taking a look at what we believe about God in the Creed is following the model of what we call the Lord's Prayer, this template for praying that Jesus gives in the Gospels. We'll spend a little bit of time next time talking about where to find it, where it comes from, and all that. But maybe first we need to talk a little bit about what praying is and isn't in the biggest picture too, especially because we live in an era of technology like these and touchscreens at the gas station and at the sandwich shop, where you can instantly demand anything you want and have it brought to you, regardless of whether it's good for you or not, instantly. We live in the era of which you can order things online at the touch of a button. You can use an app to have your food delivered to you. You can, on a whim, have songs or music brought to you or instantly streaming. We can order and pay for movies, TV shows, merchandise, groceries, just about anything these days. And to be honest, sometimes that's how we think about praying too. That praying is something like wishing to a genie or demanding from God and placing an order. And that the correct technique is all that it takes to get the thing you want from God, as though God is just some sort of like cosmic celestial vending machine. So you'll find people who write books on prayer, or people who have the proper formulas or words or wording or techniques in order to get what you want from God, as though praying is mostly just a one-way street of us demanding stuff from God, and if we haven't gotten the things we've asked for, it must be because we don't have the words right, or we aren't doing it hard enough, or wishing for it strongly enough, or we haven't gotten the technique properly. And maybe what we need to start with is saying, maybe that's all the wrong model in our heads of what praying is about. Maybe it's less like ordering something instantly on an app on your smartphone. Maybe it's less like buying something on Amazon off of your laptop or whatever other device you might have around. And maybe it's not like ordering something at all. Maybe instead, praying is a lot more like conversation with other people. So maybe the first question we need to ask is, why do we talk to other people at all in this life? Because it's not just to demand things or to ask favors from people. Yeah, sure, sometimes you might talk to your close friend and ask for a favor. Hey, could you pick me up at the airport? Or, hey, would you be willing to cat sit for me when I go out on vacation somewhere? Or, hey, could we get together for lunch? Sometimes you ask favors of your friends, but your friends are also there to share their insight with you. Sometimes they need things from you. Sometimes they want to draw you into the things that they're up to. Sometimes you just need to process things with a good friend. You need to talk through what's going on. Sometimes just being in the same place or in a conversation with a good friend is all you need all by itself, and it's not about getting something else from your friend. If we get that, if we understand that that's the point of conversation with our most important relationships, with our closest friends and family members, maybe that's where we need to start our talk about what prayer is all about. So instead of treating prayer like it's one more way of demanding what we want online from God, like there's some sort of celestial divine cloud that we have to place our orders with, instead maybe we should approach praying like it's about talking to someone who knows us deeply. And that means, too, there's going to be times when we say things in prayer that are not news to God. It's not that we're giving new information to God, but because we need to say them. Sometimes when you talk to your closest friend, they already know what you're going to say before you say it, because they know you well enough. But you need to say it anyway, because it's what's on your heart. So I want to invite us in these coming weeks to be thinking about prayer less like a matter of getting the technique right to demand things from God, and instead treating it like conversation with someone who knows us and loves us deeply. That means there's going to be times when God is able to give exactly the thing that we want and we ask for. There's going to be times where God's response is going to be, no, that's not actually what you need. There's going to be times when it's not about getting something at all, but simply that we need to be in the presence intentionally of the God who loves us always. And that'll open up the possibilities for us to have conversation with God wherever we are, whether there's a strong Wi-Fi signal or you can log into an app or not. So in these coming sessions, let's talk a little bit more about what it means to pray, what it doesn't mean to pray, and how we can stop thinking about God like a cosmic vending machine, and instead as someone who invites us into deep relationship. Catch us next time on Cat Shorts. Bye.